Welcome back everyone to some more F1 2021 My Team Career Mode. We are heading into the Canadian Grand Prix, a short pit stop in Canada before we head to the French Grand Prix, which I mentioned last time out. We are going red hot in this season. We are taking no prisoners at all, as we see that we have been on top form, first, third, second, and first. So all podium finishes in the first 6 Grand Prix of the season. So let's see if we can continue this streak. Last time out, of course, we took a grid penalty for the mistake we made in Monaco. So I think it's kind of redemption for our mistake, and we still managed to get the fastest lap and the first place on the podium. So we'll see if we can continue that. Let's move on with the Canadian Grand Prix and see if we can keep this streak going. Before we continue though, just want to make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that red button down below is pressed. Hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as the next episode goes live. More F1 2021 My Team content is going up on the regular, so please be sure to be subscribed so you don't miss out on the next one. Thank you guys so much for the support, and let's move on with the Canadian Grand Prix. Alright, facilities are looking quite robust right now. Let's see if we can upgrade some stuff. 10,000, do we think we can make up a lot of this money before the negotiations? Probably. So I'm gonna trigger both durability upgrades at this. No, marketing's gonna be more important actually. So let's go with the activities management. 10 million, and let's just head on into Canada. There's nothing else we need to work on, so let's move on and see what we can do at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Qualifying at the Grand Prix du Canada in, I believe, Quebec. So this is the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, or Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, one of the two. Also named after a famous racing driver from Canada. I think the only Canadian driver to ever win a driver's championship, I believe. But don't quote me on that. You can check Wikipedia, I think. But yes, named after that famous driver. But overall, I think practice was a good session. Good series of sessions to practice the final chicane. That is the most the most difficult sector of the circuit for me. The others I can kind of manage. I do lose a bit of time in sector 1, which I did test out early doors. I mean, in FP1 it was raining and then it went to dry, so the wet was a decent time to do some practice, but I really need to test out the dries because that is what the race is going to be. Qualifying's dry as well as the race. So we'll see how well we can do here in dry conditions, because during the free practice sessions I did have some competitive times, so I'm hoping to replicate those and try to get another front row lockout with Pierre Gasly. So let's see. Anything else we can mention? Well, there was a lot of traffic. Missed out on a couple of the practice programs because of traffic. You guys are seeing some of the footage there. Also crashed out early doors because I believe it was Lundgaard got in my way, broke early, brake checked me, and I lost pretty much the car, and I had to retire from FP1. But other than that, I think we're in good shape. I did a good number of practice runs, so I'm quite comfortable here. Also, we are now over 100,000 resource points, so if there's a whole load of regulations coming at the end of this season, we should be set. I think 100,000 is more than enough to fix the whole car and some. So we'll see how the other teams fare. It seems like the other teams struggle a lot with the use of their resource points, despite them getting an increased amount compared to us. That's how we set the settings. But yeah, without further ado, I'm not gonna start blabbering on about it. So let's see if we can beat Pierre with a 106.4. Oh, did it. Max concentration there. Up to the line. P1. Beautiful run that. Beautiful. 106.2. That's about 1/10 or 2/10 faster than Pierre Gasly. Tsunoda in third, by the way. Quite an impressive lap from him. But anyway, I think we're going to go back to garage, rest out for the rest of the Q1. Let's see if we make it out. Indeed we do. 106.247 is the fastest. Pierre Gasly is just 300ths or so behind us. Max Verstappen 800ths as well, or 700ths, and Giovinazzi as well. Russell as well. Wow, that is quite a tight top 5. Anyway, let's take a look at who gets knocked out. Mazepin, Aitken, Isla, Latifi, Schwartzman, and Lundgaard. Those are the usual suspects, so nothing new there. So let's move on to Q2. First lap, P15 only. Alright, 4/10 improve. We're taking no chances on the softs. P2. We should be in next round of qualifying with that lap shortly. Yep, took no chances, and there we go. We are in Q3. We're starting on those soft compound tire. P4. Pierre Gasly P1. He had a 105.8. He broke the 106 time. Stroll, Raikkonen, Hamilton, Schumacher, Leclerc, Zhou get knocked out. Hamilton knocked out in the Mercedes. Interesting. So let's move on to the next round. Hold on. Is Giovinazzi up here? Yes, he is. So let's move on to Q3, the shootout. Alright, first lap of Q3. P5, okay. Time to improve on it on the final couple minutes. Mega lap. 5/10 improved on our previous one. Let's see. Is that pole?
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
We broke the 106 record. 105.8 was our fastest time, and we get pole position. Verstappen and Perez behind us. The Red Bull are really hot on our heels, and Pierre Gasly in P4. So it's a Red Bull sandwiched by the Solid Racing cars. Let's see what we can do from P1 and what Pierre Gasly can do from P4. Hopefully another double podium.
Hello and welcome to the Ile Notre Dame once again for what promises to be another incredible Canadian Grand Prix at a fiercely competitive circuit, where pole position can often be decided by less than 1/10 of a second. With top speeds of around 210 miles per hour heading into the overtaking opportunity of turn 13, the 2.7 miles of the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve are some of the quickest on the Formula One calendar. There are 14 corners in total, with 60% of the lap taken at full throttle, and average lap speeds clock in at about 130 miles per hour. Anthony Davidson also joins me in the commentary box today. Let's talk about the Golden Boy. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
They've been avoiding mistakes and have had solid pace, so it's been a good season so far, but whether they can keep that up long term remains to be seen.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. The Golden Boy lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Gasly, Lando Norris, and Russell, Giovinazzi, Tsunoda, Ocon, and Carlos Sainz, Zhou, Leclerc, Mick Schumacher, and Hamilton, Raikkonen, Lundgaard, Robert Schwartzman, and Nicholas Latifi, Islet, Aitken, Mazepin, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Good to see us in pole position. There's some grid penalties going around behind us, but the top 4 is untouched, so we need a good race strategy. Two-stopper. Okay, this sounds interesting. We are mandated the soft, so let's mess around with this and see. Okay, so we do we want to do the medium stint in between? I actually think this might be a fun experiment. This might work better because I want to be on the stronger tire at the end because everyone else is probably on the mediums and dying off mediums, so we'll see if we can catch them. We're dropping our fuel a tad bit. Like, okay, I know I have ultimate fuel upgrades, but I'm just so bad at fuel saving that I lose a lot of fuel, so I'm just gonna go equal and see if I have surplus of fuel by the end. It's gonna be a fuel saving challenge. I'm not really good at fuel saving anyway. 5 red lights here in Canada, and away we go. Oh my god, the Red Bulls just took themselves out. Oh my god. Red Bulls just took themselves out. Collision. Alright, we maintain P1 after that chaos in turn 1. Red Bulls just collided into each other. Perez is worse off, I think. He lost his wing, but Verstappen should still be okay. That was a poor turn. What am I doing? Okay, Sue, concentrate. Let's concentrate, let's concentrate. Guard against Verstappen here. Oh, that was a good battle. Around the outside of Verstappen. Yellow flag. Probably because everyone's going slow around that hairpin. Alright, moment of truth. Can I take this nicely? Yes, I can. Lost a bit of time to Verstappen, though. Fastest lap, of course. Verstappen nearly collided into me there. AI just doesn't like going on the inside of turn 1, do they? Oh my god, I am losing traction left, right, and center. Why am I freezing? It's horrible. I should drive better than I am right now. I drove so well during qualifying. I'm struggling to keep it alive here. First track limits. Keep forgetting. How is Max Verstappen 600ths ahead of me? He's behind me, bro. Okay, there we go. That's a weird glitch. Alright, we're still ahead by about 5/10. And you see, my fuel is not looking good already. 0.2 laps into deficit. This is why I keep surplus despite my fuel being on like ultimate upgrades. Because I think there's a glitch in my game. Like me specifically, because I can't save fuel. Either it's my driving or it's a glitch. Because I can't save fuel. Look at that. I coast through that corner a bit. And I can't save a single ounce of fuel. Look at that. Only 0.03 laps, are you serious? And then all of a sudden it goes back up. What are you telling me? Am I driving like an idiot? Perhaps. Boy, seriously, what is going on with this fuel issue? I need to lift like insanely a lot. You see, I lifted all of that. Turn 1 and turn 2. Immediately lose all that fuel. Look at that. It's already going up again. You see, that is why I keep extra fuel in the car. Oh, Nicholas Latifi's out.
It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring.
Carlos Sainz is out as well. There's a safety car deployed.
Deploying the safety car due to multiple cars being stopped on track. Mind your delta. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Okay, what is...
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative.
This is gonna help us save fuel. What's our new strategy? Screw that.
Got that confirmed.
Okay, apparently he understood that. Box this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
We're moving on to the hards. Or the mediums, sorry. If we're lucky, we may see out the rest of the Grand Prix on these, so we may reduce the number of stops we need to make. Here we go, into the pits. We have a 19-second gap to Verstappen. Yikes. Maybe I might get a free pit stop here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 2.6 is okay. I think we got it. We got a free pit stop. Wow. Schwartzman's in too. Nice. We got a whole pit stop. So we're going to be in the lead as we catch up with the safety car here. Nice. We're going to try and save some fuel here. Mainly because I can't save fuel during the race. It's unbelievable how much I try and I can't save fuel. That is why I don't drive with like an insane amount of laps of fuel in the deficit. Although this is lucky, like if we didn't have the safety car, I'm sure I'm going to be struggling, just like in Monaco, trying to save some fuel.
Safety car is in this lap, safety car in this lap. You will be controlling the pace on the restart. Keep it steady until the safety car has reached the pit lane.
Okay, we gotta heat up our tires. I wasn't expecting the safety car to come in now, this soon. Gonna try and start this real late, mainly because this straight is gonna be crazy for slipstream, and gonna try and start this real late. Also try to heat up the tires a little. Okay, bit of a shaky start, but we got it done. Oh, I have no grip. Semi-cold tires. They'll heat up. Oh, yellow flag. Never mind. Doesn't seem like it's anything serious. I might snatch the fastest lap off here. Let's see. Yes, I do.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. Gap to teammate behind is 7.5 seconds.
Fresh mediums when in temp. Sounds good. Maintenance drive right now. We are 3 seconds or so ahead of Verstappen. He doesn't have the pace on the mediums as he does on the softs, I think. He's going to be on the softs for the final stint of the race. So he's pretty much on the same strategy as us. Depends on when he's going to pit though. Because we have fresher tires right now. Because we pit during the safety car. And we were able to get a full pit stop ahead of him. Plus, the safety car means slower driving pace, so I could save the tires a lot more. So, we'll see. Only 13% wear. 17, I think, on the... No, 13 and 12. Good. So, yeah, we're looking good. Oh, nice. Fuel's looking good as well, because we saved it during the safety car. So, we just need to make sure we finish strong. You see, if there's a safety car, I think I will be confident enough to do a fuel saving drive and go like 3 laps in the deficit. But right now, with my fuel saving techniques, or with the car being so glitchy, nah, not risking it. Because something like Monaco is going to happen again, and then I'm going to have to do a whole apology video about it again. You see, my fuel is dropping rapidly. I was at 1.2 laps of fuel in the surplus after the safety car. And after what, 8 laps or so, maybe even less, I'm already down to 1 lap of fuel in the surplus. So I do lose a lot of fuel in my driving here, despite lifting and coasting around hairpins, around turns, around chicanes. all that jazz. So there is something about my fuel saving that I need to try to improve. Or it's just a game. Pit stop information.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. We're leading our teammate by 20.5 seconds.
Okay, so Jeff thinks I can finish the Grand Prix on these. Maybe. He's 20 seconds behind me, Max Verstappen. He went on mediums, not even sauce. Maybe he doesn't have a new set of sauce available to him. I do. Yes, I do. Box this lap.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Yeah, I'm not taking any chances. I'm going on to softs, trying to push for the rest of the Grand Prix. I know I can finish the Grand Prix on these probably, but I want to stay on par with Max Verstappen because we're going to release ahead of him. We'll be behind Russell and Schumacher unless they pit. Looks like Russell's pitting. As well as Schumacher maybe? .9. Yes, baby. Okay, we're 7P1 then. I think. Yes.
Pierre is in the pits.
Oh no, Pierre Gasly's in the pits. He's gonna be a little delayed, I think. Wasn't anticipating that. Maybe I can set another fastest lap. We can do that. Another fastest lap, surely. Yes, surely no one's gonna beat that.
We're leading our teammate by 31.2 seconds.
Oh, Schwartzman's
We've been
out.
informed of an incident which has resulted in lots of loose debris on the
Safety
track.
car?
The safety car is
Safety
being
car.
deployed.
Do I pit again? Surely not. Nah, we'll keep going. Man, I should have gone low on fuel in this one because of the safety cars. Okay. Where was he?
We're leading our teammate by 3.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 13th. The time last lap was a 1 minute 11.2.
Okay, safety car's in. Want to start this as late as possible, mainly because of that straight. But my rear tires are cold. Semi.
Okay, clear.
Here we go.
The teammate behind is 3.9 seconds.
Oh, that was a bad acceleration. Cold tires. Alright, here we go. Time to get that gap again. I should have the tire advantage. Plus, DRS is not yet enabled because there was safety car. Plus, I have the straight line speed advantage as well, I think. This car is a rocket ship. Sweet getaway outside the DRS, Verstappen, nice.
DRS is now enabled.
Nice, Verstappen is not in my DRS zone, so we can get away much easier now. Teammate status.
Gap to teammate behind is 14.3 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 11th. The time last lap was a 1:08.7.
Oh boy, Pierre Gasly's not looking good today. sadly for him. Last lap of the Grand Prix coming up. We have a 1.5 second gap to Verstappen. We need to save some ERS for the final
lap of the race.
straight, mainly because big. Clinical for the rest of the Grand Prix, please. Alright, we're dumping our ERS here. Do you think Verstappen has ERS? I don't think so. Oh, a little collision on the wall there. Wall of Champions, I think it's called. But anyway, we do secure P1.
Great job, you've done everything we wanted today.
A truly magnificent drive then, and a great performance from the entire team to secure victory here in Canada. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. There are so many factors to worry about once the race is neutralised. I mean, do you pit for fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
The faces on our top three look so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium. A much-deserved victory and a brilliant performance from them all.
Well, what a result to get P1. That is good to see. Verstappen in P2, and there's a Brit in P3. Oh, George Russell in the AlphaTauri. So yeah, that was an exciting one with multiple safety cars, but towards the end it got kind of stale, but we managed to pull off a P1. Well, it seems like all the teams have at least one driver in the top 10. I mean, by that I mean like the people fighting for the championship here. Myself in P1 with the fastest lap as well, so 26 points, maximum number of points for me. Verstappen and Russell on the podium alongside me. Norris, Giovinazzi, Schumacher, Tsunoda, Zhou, Raikkonen, and Leclerc round out the points positions. Gasly, Ocon, Lundgaard, Hamilton, Eilert, Aitken, Stroll, Perez, Mazepin round out the finishers with Schwartzman, Latifi, and Sainz not finishing the race. Stroll with a 5-second time penalty. We'll take a look at it in a moment. But yes, Hamilton is not having a great season. I mean, ever since season 1, he's been on the downside. Verstappen, though, on a flying in his career, to be honest. And Pierre Gasly missing out on some points, which is sad to see. Let's take a look at the standings, though. Verstappen and Giovinazzi swap positions. 88 points for Verstappen, 80 for Giovinazzi. I'm still flying high with 161 points. Pierre Gasly on 56 in P4. Now, the constructors, Red Bull overtake Mercedes, 101 points for them, 98 for Mercedes, 217 for us. So we have a 116 point gap to Red Bull, so it looks likely that we will clinch the title. Now, one thing I want to ask right here is, do we want to bump up the AI difficulty to 105? Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys want me to improve my difficulty. I am slightly leaning towards it because we've been on, hot form, and I want to keep it a little more interesting. Let me know. Whew, that was one heck of a Grand Prix. Started pole position, Pierre Gasly in 4th, but then Pierre Gasly lost out early doors. I think there was a collision with me as I tried to avoid the two Red Bulls colliding in turn 1. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the AI likes to be in the inside line of the overtakes in turn 1, as they always go wide. So yeah, that is why Perez, I think, collided with Max Verstappen. Lucky for Max, though, he didn't get any damage on the car. I think that would have been very much likely a damage situation, but we maintained P1 for the most part of the Grand Prix. 2 safety cars overall really did help us save some of the tire lives, but in the end it was very touch and go because the tires were almost dead on the final lap of the Grand Prix. A lot of lifting and coasting happening, but not a lot of fuel saving, which is a bit of a shame. That is why I say again, that is why I don't drive with fuel deficits in the car, mainly because I'm not confident enough to save all that fuel. Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about fuel saving, any tips and tricks to do that well. I would be happy to listen to some, suggestions. But anyway, race win again, P1, fastest lap. So we are steamrolling ahead this season. We are taking no prisoners. We are going for the championship in both departments, the constructors as well as drivers. Next up is the French Grand Prix. This was our short pit stop in Canada. So from one French-speaking nation to another now. Let's see how well we can do there. So if you guys enjoyed this one, please leave a like, subscribe, use the red button down below, hit the notification bell as well so you're notified as soon as the next episode goes live. More F1 2021 My Team content is going up, so please be sure to stick around and support the channel, and also subscribe so you're notified as soon as the next one goes up. Thank you guys so much for the support. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of mine.
Yeah, I can even focus on sleeping. You're so pretty, everything I'm thinking. Baby, could you help me, cause I'm freezing. If it wants to see me, it's cause you miss me. You say that you